Your Daily Stories. I'm Rosa Pandey.
And I'm Sam Meekins, and we're your co-hosts.
In our new series, The Written Word, Narrative Fiction and Nonfiction Storytelling, we are bringing together storytellers to share their work with us. This episode will hear 3 poems. First, Heaven Onstage, which is about one's love for the theater as a platform to engage sight, sound, feelings, and emotions. Second, The Serenade of Day and Night, a love song for night sung by day. And then Shattered Glass, an introspection into life and one's journey so far.
We'll be hearing from André Visperas, a first-year student at NYDS and an aspiring communications major. André has spent most of his life here in Doha, having lived here for the past 12 years. Passionate about film and theatre, he hopes to direct NYDS's first musical production, as well as make inspiring films. He's also a singer and starting to write his own songs, and an actor on stage and hopefully on film. Here's André.
Hi, my name is André Visperas, and I'm a freshman student at NYDS. This first poem is called Heaven Onstage, and it's about my love for theater. I'm a thespian at heart, and for me, the theater, the stage, it's a place where I've always found a way to express my thoughts and feelings to everyone. As a stage actor in middle and high school, I loved the shows I performed in as well as the plays I studied. I thoroughly enjoyed every role I played. However, many people saw me differently and treated me differently for loving theater and being an actor and singer. This poem sheds light on my love for theater as well as my response to those who treated me differently due to my passion for theater. Heaven Onstage. The wooden platform calls to me, it screams, "Young man, come here, stand and play your part." My role, my voice in this aged form of art, under the spotlight, I shine its most brilliant star. I can be dark and sorrowful Hamlet in Elsinore, or in London as cheery and two-faced Ernest. Perhaps a musical in France, now I'm Jean Valjean. No, I'm a young lover, named Sweet Romeo. Enter act exit, enter act exit. The stage is an infinite universe where wisdom, people, and worlds collide and share a most blessed space, a sacred shrine for the thespians at heart, and this is where they take flight. Dante, Chekhov, Ibsen, and Williams have met in spirit through their works on display. I am but a fool, asking you to explore these marvelous masterpieces with me in the sanctum. But are you Stanley, Torvald, and Tybalt combined? For you harass me for my passion, my love for the stage. Hear this, it will never die. Touch me not, for I, like Christ, shall vanish from your earthly pleasures and rise to the heavens, where my role awaits. Under the light I express my truth to you, yet you never see. You judge and will be judged. This next poem is called The Serenade of Day and Night, and this poem is based off of a poem I originally wrote when I was in year 6. That's equivalent to 5th grade in the US system. When I was in year 6, I was studying about poetry, and we were tasked to write a poem about nature. And I chose to write a poem about day and night, and how they ruled over the sky, and when one was asleep, the other would take control. But I've thought of rewriting it over the years because the poem centered on night's role rather than having an equal role between day and night. So I thought, giving them an equal voice, or maybe hearing from day about night, would be an amazing poem. And I I finally got the chance to write this poem in my creative writing course with Professor Meekings, one of the co-hosts of this podcast. And this poem is titled this way, The Serenade of Day and Night, because in a way this is day's love song to night, and night here is a graceful princess. The Serenade of Day. Your cratered pendant shines brilliantly as I embrace you in my arms so bright. You and I are covered in coats of mist, for we are the lovers called day and night. Our domain is the brilliant curtain above. We both waltz around this little sphere, and yes, we dance around the earth. Our ruffled sleeves blend colors all year. Your dress of smooth satin pitch adorned with shining jewels embroidered tight. Cassiopeia, Andromeda, your beauteous friends accompany you, should you rest at twilight. I long to place my unholy lips upon yours, yet I fear I may cause inauspiciousness. Astrologers fear the eclipse of our pendants, an omen that brings all humans unhappiness. Your eyes look toward me, yet I turn abashed as you sing your song with the nightingales. Oh, how I wish I were but one of those birds, but those are the stuff of old fairy tales. Night, good night, bewitch me, night, cast your sweet spell of seduction upon me. I care not for the petty humans gazing below, for I am yours, only yours, for eternity. This next and final poem is called Shattered Glass. It's an introspective poem. I'm turning 20 in March, and it's made me very reflective recently about who I am and my experiences in life so far. The poem explores how the pain I endured during my high school years, throughout my childhood years and my teenage years, especially in school, and the happy memories that I had in my childhood, my innocence, my youth, all of that, how it's all shaped me into who I am. To me, this poem is very close to my heart, and it shows how these moments, these fragments, have shaped my soul, my character, and now how it's shaped my happiness. Shattered glass. There is shattered glass all over the room that once was mine, fragments of a million memories, the dust of joyful smiles, that serve as reminders of innocence, of youth, nonchalance, and a time when I was whole. Time, with his hammer in hand, stands guilty. He knows not of his behavior, nor of the consequences of smashing the oneness of my soul, my very being. For nonchalance is gone, corrupting division has taken its place. Smiles turn to sorrow, while innocence to madness, colors in harmony, before now contrast in the frenzy of growing up, discovering the truths of others, but not of myself. I am no one. Words like nails cause the shattering of the glass that was once my purity. Sharp, untempered fragments of pain and hurt bleed out the tempests of my mind as I sail through teenage life. Yet now an artist who raised me by teaching me to let go reassembles the window of my humanity like a mosaic, an amalgamation of memories that formed the new essence of myself, a young man reborn.
That was André Visperas sharing his poems.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to share your work, fiction, non-fiction, short stories, essays, poems, anything you've written, please get in touch with us.
You can email the Daily Q at u.northwestern.edu, DM us on Instagram and Twitter at yourTDQ, or reach us via Facebook at the Daily Q. That's all for today. We hope you'll join us next time for another episode in our new series, The Written Word, Narrative Fiction and Nonfiction Storytelling by Not Your Daily Stories.
This episode was produced by Rosa Pandey, co-hosted by Rosa Pandey and Sam Meekings, with poetry by André Visperas and editing by Ahmed Jassim.